So in this video, I want to talk about personality types and how they conflict with each other and some things you want to be aware of. So one of the updates we recently made to our personality intelligence platform was to showcase the data faster to people. And this is one of the things we're working on quite extensively right now. And I wanted to share some of the insights on how they're being updated to you and just in one section. So for example, in this section here, we're actually showing you the personality types. One of the things we've updated is the visual displays here that we have. And one of the things that most people aren't aware of is every personality type. So each bird has a polar opposite. Like there's always that person that just seems to get frustrated or pissed off with you no matter what you do. And that's usually because of a personality mismatch. And these personality mismatches, it's kind of like what we call the bird fight, right? The bird fights happen just because their perception of you is framed based off their experience. So, for example, the pigeon versus the eagle is a conflict. And one of the things you'll notice is if I grab, let me just grab a pen on my screen so I can annotate this well. One of the things we have done is you'll notice that the opposite of each bird here. So this is an opposite, an owl, sorry, and a pigeon versus an eagle. And then this way you have the peacock and the owl. The peacock and the owl, a polar opposites of each other. So that's your kryptonite. That's the person you're most likely to frustrate and piss off just because of a personality conflict. And that's important to be aware of. It's this dimension that actually in companies or on teams can create a lot of conflict. Or if you're working with these people, how do you balance out your team well enough? And it's you understanding this, like, hey, I'm about to talk. So me as an eagle, I'm about to talk with a pigeon. Remember, a pigeon is friendly, warm, and easygoing, and they just want peace. Where an eagle is fast-talking, assertive, confident. So the pigeon sees the eagle. They have a belief perspective. They have a lens, a filter, where they see the eagle as a demanding, Hitler-like, task-driven, doesn't relax, doesn't have fun, doesn't socialize person. Where the eagle sees the pigeon as a wishy-washy, used as an emotional doorstop and a doormat by everybody else out there. And you might be laughing at this because you've experienced it. The other thing is they're so fast talking, so high strung. So as an eagle, when you're talking to a pigeon, you need to slow down. You need to ask them how their weekend was. You need to ask them how the activities were, how their families are. Was it fun, right? That emotional connection is critical. And for an eagle, you've got to like slow down and then slow down again, because the pigeon isn't going to roll as fast as you. And if you are too excited, too emotionally involved, you are going to scare them, because remember, the pigeon is a very flighty animal. They're a pack animal. They want to keep the peace. They want to connect with you. They want to know how you're feeling. They want to feel like a close friend. So the thing is you can't just walk up to them and go, where's this report? Have you done it yet? I gave it to you last week. What's going on? They're going to get all flighty and panically, and they're going to think you're attacking them when you're not. So you've got to approach them quite slowly. This is the same way you'll approach any animal. So for example, our human nature is very simple, very primitive. And I just got off the phone call with somebody where we spoke for an hour about this. And it's just like when you go up to a dog, right? If you walk up to a dog and you are walking up all aggressive, all alpha, and you put your hand out quickly to a dog, that dog is going to panic, could be a little skittish, could get aggressive towards you just because of the energy in which you're using to come into that room. And that's something you really want to become aware of when you're having calls with people, when you're connecting with people, when you're approaching people, when you're reaching out to people, is what is the energy I'm bringing into this connection? And a dog, when you see two dogs at the park, they'll know what each other's energy is coming in, like 50 feet away, 100 feet away. Like I've got one Cocker Spaniel that's a little timid. And will quietly approach, right? And they'll do the sniffing, and he doesn't bark or anything like that. So Bailey is I would say he's very pigeon-like, like if I was relating it to our personality style. So he's very pigeon-like. where I got another Cocker Spaniel, and Lottie is very reactive. So the thing is Lottie will see a dog coming 50 feet away, and she will start barking and aggressively putting out her energy to this dog. And this dog is, but the thing is Lottie only wants to say hello and play with this dog. But Lottie starts the conversation using aggression, because she's trying to see, does aggression come back to me? So Lottie has a belief perspective. We rescued Lottie, and Lottie has this belief perspective of, I've got to be the strong one first. Does that resonate with anybody? Have you ever been in an experience like that? So you can learn a lot by understanding human behavior. One of the best ways to understand human behavior is to understand animal behavior, because it removes all the logical complexities, because at the core of it, we are very primitive, emotional beings. And one of the things with this training is we're showing you how to connect with people faster. So with the new personality type insight mapping, one of the things you'll actually see here is we've actually got these triggers here for you as well. So I wanted to point out that be aware of your polar opposites, be aware of your kryptonites, because you've got to work harder to connect with those people if you need to, if they're on your team. You need to be aware of how they fight, how they respond. And I've got a whole lot of training on that, on how people fight, how they respond from their perspective, from their beliefs. And remember the Bailey Lottie story. We've got the two dogs, same breed, Bailey being friendly, cuddly, just wants to come greet you, say hello, and happy to meet everyone. Where we've got Lottie, who's going to be strong and aggressive. And as a result, they create conflict unintentionally. And sometimes it's the opposite of what they're trying to do, and it's sabotaging their goals. So with this personality mapping, you'll also see that we've got the indicators here to on the graph to show you where people are standing, so that you're going to be more confident, assertive, fast talking, or slow talking. So if you're going to talk to an owl or a pigeon, you need to slow down. You need to be aware of that. An owl, eagle scale, you'll be cool, distant, and formal, right? Where versus the easygoing, relaxed nature. So this is some of the great insight that's coming from the platform, and it's helping us be more effective with our communication every single day. So if you've got any questions about this, make sure you put the comment below or reach out to our team, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Have a great day.